What's up guys, my name is Megan and this is how I went on the Ellen Show twice. Ow. Ah. Okay, that should be fun. So for years now, my mom and I have been trying all the time to get tickets, and it's like a lottery system where you have to go on like basically every single day, see if there's a date available where they do have open tickets, and then submit all your information. And you either, most of the time, don't hear back from them, which means you didn't get any tickets, or you hear back from them saying that you did get tickets. So in October, my mom changed the mailing address that she was using to try to get tickets from our one in New Jersey to the one in San Diego. And little do you know, within like 2 weeks of changing that address, we got an email at 2 in the morning saying, congratulations, you got tickets to the Ellen DeGeneres show. And I was freaking out. I was literally so excited. That was like all I've ever wanted to do was go on the Ellen show. So it was like 5 in the morning back home in New Jersey. So I was texting my mom and I was like, oh my gosh, I got tickets to the Ellen show. Like, like you're coming out here. I don't care, like you're coming. And so, because that's like my mom's also like biggest dream, like to go on the Ellen show. She watches it every single day. And so my mom was like asleep and I just kept texting her. I was like, wake up, wake up, wake up. Like, oh my gosh, we got tickets. And she wakes up and she's like, what? Okay, like we'll talk tomorrow. And I was like, no, like we got freaking tickets to the Ellen DeGeneres show. So whatever, my mom's stoked, I'm stoked. She flies out and our show is in October. The end of October? Maybe it was November. Oh my gosh, let me see when our show is. Oh yeah, October. So October 24th was the day of our show and they say get there at 1 p.m. So my mom and I, we got there at like 10:30 because, you know, it doesn't hurt to be early, you never know. Like, we just had no idea. We would have rather been early than like be later, and then who knows what happened. So anyways, we showed up at 10:30. You go to the Warner Brothers lot and you go in the parking garage and there's like all these chairs you can sit in the garage, vending machines, bathrooms, concession stands, whatever. So everyone's kind of just hanging out, chilling, talking, you're getting to know people, super chill. And at around 12 o'clock, they start actually checking you in. Because before, when you first get there, you go through security, they check your ticket, but at like 12 o'clock is when they give you a number. So your number doesn't really have a, like, it doesn't determine really where you sit. The first time we were numbers 4 and 5 and we were in the second row, but the second time we were numbers like 36 and we were still in the second row. So the numbers really have no, like, it doesn't, your number doesn't determine where you're sitting basically. Like, the second time they brought in the higher numbers first and then the lower numbers second. So it doesn't matter what number you get. But what happened that time was, because we were like the first people in the line, there was a producer there, so I knew, I like read online that like, oh, the producers go around when everyone's in the parking garage and they just like look for people that are like happy, outgoing, like whatever, like have energy. So I was like, okay mom, like when this guy comes, like he's the man, like he chooses, like, well, he doesn't directly choose, but he helps choose the people that are going to be on the show and whatnot if you play like games and stuff. So he walks by and I was like, okay, this is the man, like I know. So my mom and I started talking to him and he was like, oh, like later when I like call a bunch of people, like can you guys just like come out there and whatnot. So I was like, oh my gosh, like there's a possibility of being on the show. That is so exciting. So we're waiting around still, and at like 12:30, maybe 12:30, I feel like I'm really messing up the times. I don't know, but a bit later is they make an announcement. They're like, hey, if I talked to you before, like, can you just come meet in the back? So you go in the back and you go outside and you just all line up in a line. There's like 30 people. And he just goes down to every group of people and is just like talking to you. And it's like random if you like get to stay and move in or move on to the next part, or if you just go back in with everyone else. So the guy comes up to my mom and I moved on to the next stage. My mom she got booted. And then it goes from like 30 people about to like 10 or 12. So then you get moved into this bungalow, and it's when the like producer guy starts just like talking to you one-on-one. And it's just like silly questions like, what's your name, how old are you, where are you from, what do you do, like stuff like that, like who's your celebrity crush, stuff like that. And so you go through that, you get like your headshot taken, all of that stuff, and then they basically are like, okay, how would you react if like Ellen were here? And everyone's just screaming, like it's crazy. And so when you're brought into that room, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be like used on the show to play a game, but they say like, oh, you don't know, like we can use you to be on the show. So for our episode, no like audience guests were used because it was just like the whole audience was used to play a game. So that was like sad because who knows, I could have had a chance of being on it, but whatever. It was super duper cool. Just like, I don't know, it was so exciting. So then from that point you get brought back to whoever you're with everyone else. So I met up with my mom again, and everyone gets brought in, and you go to like the little gift shop area like outside of the like main studio, and you're just sitting there for like 5-10 minutes. You can use the bathroom, you can buy stuff, and then they start bringing you in, and you're not guaranteed to sit with your guests. Luckily my mom and I sat next to each other, and we were in the second row, which was so cool. We were on like Twitch's side. You like saw us on TV a lot. Ellen was right there. It's like crazy that she's actually real. Well, obviously she's real, but like it was just so weird seeing her in person because you always see her on TV. And so it was so cool just seeing how like the show's produced and like all the stuff that goes into it and all the people and how like organized they are. Like it's crazy how much goes into it. So that was like really cool seeing like the behind the scenes. You honestly get like so lightheaded from just screaming and dancing so much. Like before the show even starts, everyone's just like dancing, having fun. Like they're bringing people up to like dance around and sing. And then all of a sudden the show starts and you're just like screaming. Like I was crying the first time she walked out. I was like, ah! Crazy. Okay. So then on the first show that we went and saw, it was Kris Jenner, which was so cool just seeing the freaking queen of all queens. And another singer. I forget exactly who the singer was, but there was a singer performance which was really cool. I didn't really know a lot about her, so it was whatever. But Kris Jenner was so cool, and then there was another guest there that day. So it was just really insane. The show flies by. Like, it begins, then it's over, even though it takes an hour to film about. So then, towards the end of the show, they were playing Heads Up. And the audience was split in half, and they were like, okay, whichever side gets the most right, you're coming back for the 12 Days of Christmas. So everyone was just shrieking. It was so exciting. We were like, holy crap, it's something you never think would happen to you, and then next thing you know, you have the chance to go to 12 Days of Christmas. So our side went first. I don't know how many we got, I forget. And then the other side went and they beat us. So we're just kind of like, crap, like, wow, that stinks, we lost, we're not going. And then she was like, everyone's coming back. So literally just bawling my eyes out. Everyone's just hugging in the audience, like it's so happy, everyone's so excited, like holy crap, you're coming back for the 12 Days of Christmas. Like what the heck, crazy. So you get paper, you like choose a day that you can come back for the 12 Days of Christmas, and that is that. So literally the first show we saw was so cool, and it was just so like we're so lucky to have gotten like the chance to go back for the 12 Days of Christmas. And yeah, so let's talk about the 12 Days of Christmas now. So 12 Days of Christmas, same thing, the show started at 1, so we got there at like 9:30 this time because we were like, it's the 12 Days of Christmas, we're getting there a bit earlier. Didn't really matter, whatever. So you do the same thing, you go in the parking garage, you wait around, everyone's just chit-chatting. We met a couple from like the UK that flew all the way out there, so they were like, oh my gosh, like we hope we don't get like a fridge or something like massive, like how are we gonna bring that back to like the UK? So it was really cool. Most of the people in the audience are from California. As I said, I think it helped that I had a San Diego mailing address because when I was applying with the New Jersey one, I wasn't really getting, well, I actually never got a response, but whatever. So yeah, a lot of people are from California, a lot of like ladies, obviously, like young girls, moms, grandmas, all that stuff. It's just really exciting. Everyone is so sweet and just so excited to be there. The like environment that's cultivated is just such a positive, happy one, so it was really cool to be a part of. And yeah, so same thing, you get your number, then you get brought in, you sit in the waiting room, and then you get brought into your seat. So this time we were in the second row again, but like more in the middle behind like all the producers and stuff. And on that show that we saw, it was Ryan Reynolds. Oh my gosh, literally beautiful, funny, the most perfect person you can probably ever imagine. So he was on, he was absolutely hilarious. Like his segment of the show was just like so funny. And then there was Gwen Stefani also, which was really cool. She performed, and then like throughout that show, like with the people, is when they do the 12 Days of Christmas. So obviously when they like start playing, it's the most wonderful time of the year. That song, everyone goes ballistic. Like you're screaming, you're just so excited, and like it's so like your heart literally just drops. Like I probably sweated like 10 pounds off because you're just like so excited. It's like insane. Okay, so I went to day 7 of the 12 days of Christmas, and on our day, from the best that I can remember, I kind of forget exactly what we got. There was so much stuff. We got a trip for like 3 days to some like resort place, which will be really exciting to use. Can't wait to go do that with my mom. And then we got a gift card for Venmo, a gift card for Best Buy, HP printer, and HP like Sprocket, I think it's called. It's like a small printer, which is like little like Polaroid size photos, like, and their stickers also is really cool. What else did we get? We got these like light bulb, like, not amps, oh my gosh, what is it called? Oh, we got these like light bulb speaker things that are like for like Google Home or something, I forget. Oh my gosh. Literally, that whole entire show I honestly like blacked out because it's just like all this stuff's coming at you and you're just like holy crap. Yeah, I don't exactly remember what we got because there are so many things. Wow, I'm really mad at myself for not remembering. Oh well. Anyways, so yeah, we got a ton of things. It was super duper cool. You sign these papers, you go out back, you get the things that you can hold in a bag, and then you go to your car. And once you're in your car, you drive to this place and they put all the big stuff in your car. So like the printer was put in our car. Yeah, I think that's all it was our day. I know other days they had like kitchen stuff that was like huge appliances, and my mom was like, I don't know how I'm gonna like transport that back to Jersey. So luckily everything that we got was like really like small in size you could hold. So yeah, the 12 days of Christmas was literally the craziest thing I've ever been to. So blessed to have like gotten tickets to go back to that, because I don't think you can get tickets to go to that like normally. I think everyone that was in the audience that day got invited from other shows, so it was super cool, especially like seeing people that were like from your first show and you're just like, oh hey, like what's up. But so cool. Everyone that works for the Ellen show is like the sweetest, kindest people ever, and like they have the coolest job in the whole entire world. So everyone was super nice. Ellen is super nice, funny as heck. Like she's so funny, so sweet, so kind, and it was insane. Like I honestly still can't believe that happened, that we like won tickets the first time and then that show got tickets to come back. Like it feels like a little dream that didn't happen. So anyways, it was probably the most memorable thing of 2018. I absolutely loved it. I had so much fun. And I'm happy I got to do it with my mom. That was really exciting because she loves Ellen just as much as I do. So yeah, that was my experience at the Ellen show. If you have the opportunity to try to get tickets, please do. It's so much fun. You'll have the time of your life. And who knows, maybe you'll get tickets to go back for the 12 days of Christmas. Peace out. See you later. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want, and have a good day. Also, I can't remember if I forgot anything out, and at times I know I butchered. So I'm sorry if it's not all correct, but literally for those 2 shows that I went and saw, I like blacked out. Like you're so excited, so much is happening, you're just screaming, dancing, and having fun that you like shut down. Like all of a sudden it's like you open your eyes and the show's over. So I forgot a lot of information. I'm sorry, but yeah.